Welcome to the Ultimate Survival Texture Pack for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. This pack will not disable your achievements, but will enhance your survival experience. This texture pack was created by Sunbun123. I'll leave a link where you can check them out, but also the download link. This texture pack also comes with multiple sub-packs, so you are able to customize this to how you like to play Minecraft. As a disclaimer, it's not just survival players that this pack is useful for. It is incredibly helpful for map makers, adventure players, and even creative users. One of the most useful features available is if you type in spawn, you can see each mob has been redesigned for the spawn eggs. So I instantly know that this is going to be a polar bear. That's going to be a warden. That's going to be a phantom. That's going to be an iron golem, so on and so forth. Now, this is really useful for people like me because I'm colorblind and I struggle a lot with all the colors that Minecraft has for the spawn eggs. So great job with this. Considering this pack is helpful for not only survival players, but also creative, I'll show you features that are very beneficial for both sets of players. Starting off with a survival feature. Let's start off with the item information. I have myself cooked beef. It's going to show you how much this will heal you, which is 4. It's going to show me the saturation, which I believe is 6.4, and the duration it takes for you to consume, which is 1.6 seconds. Now, again, this could be really useful in a PvP situation. Now, when it comes to the sword, it's telling me that the sword is going to do +8 in damage. I think that might well be durability, which is 2031. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I noticed that when I was in creative here, it's outlined all of the different durabilities, I'm guessing here. So obviously, the likes of wooden is only 59. Meanwhile, the likes of gold, it might be powerful, but it runs out incredibly quickly. I am curious though, if I was to do /enchant and we did this as sharpness 5, for example, does it show you the increased power that it has? It does say at the bottom +14 attack damage, but it doesn't actually update the core damage that can be indicated above your hotbar. A feature available inside of this pack is going to be mob health. This is going to indicate how many hearts and health a specific mob has. Now, I have a netherite sword. It's very strong. If I was to attack this sheep, he's going to die instantly. Meanwhile, if I was to use something as a golden shovel and attack him once, you can see it's taken 2 out of his 8 health away. Do it again, and one more time, he's down to 2. Now, on a positive side, if you wanted to heal something like your wolf or your cats, you can go ahead and throw potions at them, which will heal them. It's a great way to see how much health your friends have. So if we do this one more time, if I would try it with you, a little bit more. If I was to hit him with this, he's really, really low. And then splash him with this, he will begin to heal. And green particles will pop up. Great for survival players, but also creative is a great way to see what items can actually be enchanted with specific books. Again, this is a sub-pack that I have enabled. This is obviously outlining that feather falling is only possible to do on your books. The likes of Aqua Affinity only possible on your helmet. And again, if we keep scrolling down, it's going to show you that some only work for specific tools. So for example, sharpness is only used for swords and axes. Try and find a more unique one, like a trident only. This one is unbreaking. Okay, it has a star next to it. The lore is showing you that it's used for fishing rods. Loyalty, it's used for tridents. So pretty useful for new Minecraft players. Like I showed you with the cooked beef, the item explanation can be found on all versions of food. Now, I'm curious here because cooked chicken is actually indicating that it could be poisonous to players. Is that actually true? If so, I didn't know it, but also it shows you the strengths of other ones. Now, if I was to go ahead and type in raw, for example, you can see here, raw chicken can be dangerous to a player. If I was to go ahead and type in rotten flesh, for example, again, can be poisonous to players. Meanwhile, the likes of your golden carrots, one of the best food sources in the game. As well as being a very useful survival texture pack, it's also visually pleasing, offering you things like colorful enchanted particles. It does have a circular sun and moon, so if we change the phases to /time set this to noon, for example, we change it again, /time set to midnight. Now this is where things get very useful, because as you can see, it shows you your bearings and your directions to go. So it's telling me that that is going to be north, that is going to be east, south, and west. So if you get lost at nighttime and you're not using coordinates, this is a great feature. Just like most of these packs, this does have a bow indicator. At full charge, the color is green, indicating that it's good to be fired. This is the same for a crossbow as well. Available in this is a lower shield, so you're not going to have your view obscured. Quite popular. And we also have smaller flames as well. So again, your view does not get fully obscured and you're able to defend yourself a little bit. Are you sick and tired of Endermen? Especially inside of the end, always looking at them when you're trying to fight the Ender Dragon? Well, if you put a pumpkin on your head, you can look directly at the Enderman in the eyes, and they don't even notice you. Redstone players, you'll find this one incredibly useful. Ever struggled with figuring out which direction your hoppers are currently facing? Well, this one is going to tell you the exact direction that they are going. If you like to build farms on very big scales, this can be a super useful feature. Also, a very great way of knowing which way your observers are going to be facing as well. So if you're struggling to know the indication, we do have some arrows on the side. Changes with pistons and sticky pistons, so you can tell the difference. And the same also for dispensers and droppers. Very minimalistic changes that make a very big difference. Another great technical feature is going to be light levels. As indicated, a regular lantern offers the highest, which is a light level of 15. Soul lantern is only 10. A regular torch is 14. A redstone torch is going to be 7. Glowstone is going to be 15, and so on and so forth. We all know trading with villagers can be a pain. What this pack offers is an early preview as to what they are going to trade. So that way, you know that you need to break this, and you're going to have to somewhat re-roll that villager. So if I break this and place it down and we check him out, we can see here, this time he offers Bane of Arthropoops. This guy, not so great, so I'd probably re-roll him. This dude, also not so great. I could re-roll him. Same with him, and same with him. All of you guys stink. Managed to find all of the banner designs. As you guys know, usually when you hover over these, it just says banner pattern. You'd have to go inside of your inventory and check which one offers what. As you can see here, this has a creeper face, skull and bones, the Mojang logo. This is the world option. This one is field mason. It just makes things so much easier to understand. There is nothing worse than going to try and find yourself some sussy blocks. You dig it by mistake and the artifact is lost forever. With this pack, that's never going to happen because the sussy blocks have an outline which clearly indicates if it's going to be regular gravel or in fact if it's going to be a precious sussy block. This can also be said for amethyst and budding amethyst blocks. I strongly believe anvils should be repairable in Minecraft anyway. However, with this pack, each one has an indication. That being regular anvil, slightly damaged anvil, and a very damaged anvil. You can see the very damaged one is going to be indicated in red. There's also an option here that if you do open a chest, it's going to show you a paper doll for a player. I really like the brewing stand option. This is going to show you brewing stand details. So it's going to show you if you was to offer glowstone dust, it will give you a level 2 potion. Meanwhile, the likes of gunpowder will turn it into a splash potion. If you're using dragon's breath, it can be turned into a lingering potion. This is such an incredibly helpful feature. Not long ago, Mojang changed the look of some potions for both versions of Minecraft. Now, with me being colorblind, I already struggled to understand what potion was what. With this pack, it's very similar to the spawn egg situation. I know that this is speed, this is health, this is night vision, This is fire resistance. This is poison, jump, and so on and so forth. Like I mentioned, this pack comes with even more sub-pack options, down to knowing redstone levels, colored RGB portals, short swords, and so much more. So if you're looking for even more bang for your buck with this pack, you go ahead and download all of them. Make sure you don't buy this from the marketplace store though. It's a scam. It offers visually pleasing doors. Also the same for your trapdoors. Every single ore has outlines, so you'll never miss them. The ability to add invisible item frames. There is so much more with this pack. The link is down below. Go and check it out. Have a wonderful day. If you did enjoy today's video and you made it this far, let me know in the comment section. And be sure to hit that like button.